Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to the Mexico City Plaza here in Mexico City for tonight's main event. 10 rounds among heavyweights. Each man comes into this fight supremely confident, expecting to deliver a W. Number one is now underway. All the talk is done. It is simply time to fight. And now a little combination punching, landing both shots. Solid left hand. He's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Very nice work with the double jab up top. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. Jackson's almost looking foolish that time he missed so bad. Punches and bunches, combination up top. Halfway through round number one. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. How about that? Another right hand. To him with an uppercut. Oh, man, he's in rough shape after absorbing that blow. He got rocked. He just got rocked, and he's still taking punches.
The only way right now is to grab on a little bit, stop this flow.
Jackson's punch is far off the target. That's my man. Good work defensively by Jackson. Plus, he landed that counter punch.
Yeah, and he forced him to punch. He made him, he drew it out of him, and then he timed him beautifully.
And we come to the end of round number one. Winky's going with a quality that I think is very underrated in boxing, and that is to be judicious, to really think about when, how, and make the most of each thing you're doing. His punch rate, very, very effective in terms of his percentage landed.
Yeah, he's throwing educated punches. You know, he's not wasting anything. He's making everything count, but just as importantly, everything's leading to something else. You know, he's working the body one moment, and that's leading up to some head attack later on. So he's planning everything out like a smart fighter, a guy that understands.
Just ate a big uppercut. He's in bad shape. Good flush shot upstairs. Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt.
So in this kind of situation, it's kind of like a wounded animal. Yeah, you can go after, but you better be careful because he'll strike out when you don't expect it.
Big, big shot he just scored with. He goes down for the first time. He went down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
A barrage of punches now. Halfway through round number two. Punches together, landing two shots there. And now he's acting like a fighter, coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. You know, that jab is so basic, so simple, but as you can see, so very effective for him early on in this fight.
Yeah, well, he's telling his opponent, you're not coming onto my property. You know, I have a dog here, and this dog bites.
Good fundamental work, landing the 1-2 there. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. Good snapping jab.
That's what you need to get inside. Hey, Joe, if you're going to rob a bank, you need a smoke screen so the guards don't see you coming. You want to get inside? Use a jab.
Jackson's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. You see the accuracy now with that double jab up top. Jackson's showing you that sublime skill right now with that 2-punch combo.
Come on, kid. Stay away from me. Come on.
Very good, steady double jab there. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. He scores well with the double jab. Takes a step back, then the counter punch by Jackson.
Very similar to what you see Floyd Mayweather do. You know, make a miss, pull that shoulder back, and then come right back with the counter.
Winky's now showing us something that could have a great impact on this fight, Teddy, and that's his ability to counter.
Yeah, he's mixing it up a little bit. We know he can lead, we know he can get off first, but now this dimension, serving him well.
Keep moving. You got to see that coming now. Come on.
And now you can see him utilizing the jab.
You know, a lot of times you see a guy on the outside bouncing around, staying away. You understand the use of a jab, but when you're coming forward, you have to come forward with a cover. And that jab, that's the cover.
A well-placed left hand up top.
You gotta let your hands go, Jim. You hear me? You have to. You have to.
Jackson's knockdown scored is the big difference in this fight so far. As we start round number 4, he's clearly won 2 of the 3 rounds.
Yeah, he has, Joe, but his opponent should not be influenced by that. What I mean is that it's not panic time yet. You know, he still can get back in this fight just doing the things that he came here to do. Use the jab and be steady.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Jackson. See, not just one jab, he throws that second one right behind it. Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here today?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go, oh no, actually I would say a little counter punching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him.
Good job. Good job. Hook. Hook. He wide open for the hook.
Jackson's getting himself into the mix now, landing that left hand. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counter punch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
Punches and bunches. It worked out well there with that combo.
Yeah, you know, the early punches set up the late punches.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Good strong combo. showing you a little defensive skill there. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. He doesn't look good, but yet he's throwing rather than clinching. Big shot there. How about that? He goes from being the victim to handing out the punishment. Jackson, 60 seconds to recover. Hopefully will be enough for him. Now, he's got good cornermen. He's got the right people in place to try to fix this situation.
Yeah, and they got to work like a pit stop, you know, in the Indianapolis 500. One guy's giving the gas, another guy's changing the tires, you know, another guy's maybe giving the driver a little water. They got to do the same thing. Give him some water, refresh him a little bit, work his legs a little bit, and then just before he goes out, a little advice.
Winky's doing exactly what he's always done stylistically, Teddy. Now, he was knocked down earlier, so what he always does got him in this position.
Yeah, he understands his identity. He understands that, you know, he's going to win or lose the man that he is, the fighter that he is. He just has to make sure that he makes a few adaptations.
Piercing jab.
Keep your feet moving.
90 seconds to go here in this round. Jackson's dealing with the aftermath of being rocked, but yet he hasn't changed anything. He's still sticking with that style.
Well, that means panic has not set in. That's a good thing, Joe. He still believes he can get this thing done the way he came here to get it done.
He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. He fires off the combination there, and it lands.
Let's see some more head movement.
Final 10 seconds of this fifth round. Well, if the second half of this fight is anything like the first half we just witnessed, then oh boy, is it going to be fun watching this fight down the stretch.
And I don't think it can change. These guys came here with a certain attitude, a certain mindset, and it's not going to be able to change now. There's no way of all of a sudden in mid-fight being able to go to a defensive fight or a different strategy. What you see is what you get, and you're going to get it the rest of the night.
Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot. I really like what he's doing here. I mean, if you were to pick any one piece of weaponry that you say aligns with what he is strategically as a fighter, it is the jab, and he's firing it off beautifully.
And he's firing it off consistently all night at the right distance. He's getting full extension on that punch, and that's making him effective offensively and safe defensively. He's out of the other fighter's range.
Fires right back at him. Winky's stunned by a big shot. He is staggered and stumbling. Targeting that head with the combination punching. He turned things around, and now his opponent has... Wow! Oh, and now the real test. Can he get up after going down a second time? Jackson's now getting back up off the canvas. line with the double jab. You see him with the left of the head there? Jackson's failure to protect himself from that left hand, it's become a big story now.
Yeah, and he has to understand why. He's not controlling distance. He's standing too close in front. Needs to adjust a little further out.
The end to another very entertaining round in what has been a very entertaining fight. A fight where there's just bad intentions. The fight that just doesn't have the feel of a fight that's going to be a decision win for somebody. Looks like somebody's going to get stopped.
Right from the beginning, they've been fighting with desperation. Like going the decision, as you just touched on, has not been in their minds at all.
Nice combination, landing more than one. Both were able to score.
Keep moving! He's tired, Jam. Come on, now's your chance.
Back up top he goes. Able to time that left hand and score with it. Comes with the right. He scores with the jab there. Distance, such a key factor always, Teddy, when it comes to defense. With his good foot movement, he's been keeping that distance. His opponent, how does he close that gap properly?
Well, first of all, he's got to use his jab to close it because he's getting picked off coming in. He's getting pot shotted. So he's got to have something coming at his opponent that keeps him distracted. Use that jab. Now, don't use it conventionally, Joe. You're jabbing at the head, you're not finding nothing. You're just finding space. So jab a little lower. Drop the sights a little bit. Jab at his chest. Just so you touch something, and then you can work your way in. You can start to find them a little.
A well-targeted jab that time.
And that's exactly what you need when you want to stay on the outside. Something to keep you away from your opponent.
10 seconds to go in the seventh. And round 7 comes to an end.
Keep that jab up, then throw the lead right hand.
Teddy's scorecard has him down significantly here as we start round number 8. Winky's knockdown that he scored earlier has not been enough to keep him in this fight.
No, it hasn't been. You got to light a fire a little bit. It's up to the corner. Now, you know, I believe in telling the truth, but sometimes you can fib a little bit. Maybe you have to. And right now, the corner should fib to him a little bit.
And banging away he goes. Jackson battered and beaten. I don't know that this fight's going to continue. The ref stops the fight. Winky's unable to continue. This fight is over. Knockout. So here we are late in the fight, just coasting along, and then that happens.
And that's exactly why it happened, because he was coasting along. Everybody was
everybody. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to Boardwalk Hall and the famed Atlantic City Boardwalk in southern New Jersey for tonight's main event. 10 rounds in the heavyweight division. We are looking forward to this fight, especially after seeing what happened at the weigh-in yesterday. A stare down that nearly resulted in a bout breaking out right there. Now they get to do it for real. He's making his way to the ring right now. Boy, and he's not. Opening round scheduled for 10. Straight right hand. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
Halfway through this round here. Nice combination, throwing more than one, both scored there. What a mess this is right now. There's blood absolutely everywhere. He's got to worry about so many fronts, including the ref or doc stopping the fight.
Yeah, but you know, that's the funny thing for a fighter, for a professional, Joe. I would argue with you. He's not supposed to worry about all those things.
No.
Now's really the time that he must not worry about any of those things.
Good defensive skill with the block by Hands of Stone. Hands of Stone's rocked by that punch. There's the combo downstairs. He is swinging away, even though he's in bad shape.
And he's going to leave himself even more open by swinging. He'd be better off getting those hands up and trying to weather this storm defensively.
He comes with the straight right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left. There it is! Late goings here of this round, and he goes down. Can he survive it?
One, two. Come on, get to your feet.
End of round one. Well, we've seen this before, a fighter with a bad cut, and sometimes a fighter that now has a much greater sense of urgency.
Yeah, right now, if he was gambling, if he was in a casino, he's rolling the dice. He's hoping to come up with 7.
Hands of Stone's out there for another round after being knocked down in the last round. We know what happens in the 60 seconds with a fighter who was damaged, but what about those 60 seconds in the opposing corner, Teddy?
You know, Joe, that's a great question. And I remember my mentor, Customato, when we were training fighters, he used to always say, look, you know you're a banger, and this guy happens to be a banger. Well, if you hit a guy clean, you know you hurt him. But he's not going to show you. He's going to act like a pro. He's going to con you. He's going to act like that didn't hurt him. But you have to remember, hey, it hurt him. So go after him like he showed it, even if he's not showing it.
And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. Good combination to the head.
Oh, you got this one.
Reaching the halfway mark of this round. He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Right to the body. Good counter punch. A clean, crisp right hand by Hands of Stone. Oh, what a power punch he was able to land there.
Joe, that's what you call setting up a trap. Not a mouse trap, but a punch trap. Step back a little bit, invited him in, bang.
Hands of Stone's doing something now that's probably driving his trainer crazy. He's going for broke. He went down earlier, now he's going for broke.
And you're right, it would drive a trainer crazy because you don't want a guy looking to end it all at once. You don't want a guy hoping to get lucky, and that's what he's doing right now.
Comes right back with a shot of his own. Right to the belt line. And this round comes to an end. A round that was highly entertaining. They put forth a non-stop effort.
Well, that's the styles that they figured to bring to this fight. Both guys with good motors.
Hands of Stone's right hand scores well. Oh, what a hook upstairs. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Solid right by Hands of Stone. Right hand downstairs. Hands of Stone's really in position to control things in this fight if he can do what he did just there, and that's land a good solid jab.
Let's see some more head movement.
Able to place the right hand in there. Now there's the jab. Good smooth work by Hands of Stone. That's classic counterpunching.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. You know, he just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.
Hands of Stone's using that jab well very early on here, Teddy. That could be a big benefit to him tonight.
Well, it's supposed to be, Joe. He has a real good wingspan. I mean, he's got those long arms. No better way to put him to use than to use that jab and use that jab at the right distance.
Little double jab to the head. Good solid right hand he lands there. Right to the body. And round 3 comes to an end.
Use your speed.
Well, if anything has been learned from the first 3 rounds is that sometimes just being the busier fighter will do well for you. And that's the case right now for him as he's up 2-1 on Teddy's scorecard.
Yeah, not always landing a lot. You put it very well, Joe. Not always landing a lot. But keeping his opponent defensive and keeping him from doing what he wants to do.
There's that right hand he scores with. Took a shot, now he gives the left. Nice strike after catching one by Hands of Stone. Good job on the 2-punch combo by Hands of Stone. Big shot comes crashing home.
Well, you go straight back, and you're going to pay a price. He paid a big one there.
Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Takes one to give one. Uppercut in return. That's classic work with the double jab. Piercing jab. He's committed to that jab, and he doesn't just throw one out there, but brings the second one immediately behind it. Fourth round now with its last 10 seconds. And round 4 comes to an end. Listen, he's a veteran guy. He knows the truth of the situation. That's a really bad cut. The kind of cut that can end the fight.
Yeah, he has a gamble right now. You know, just got last call in the casino. They just said, you know, you got 3 more rolls of the dice. He's got to roll them. He's going to blow on them. He's got to do everything.
Lands flush with the combination upstairs. Protecting his head well with his guard. Very accurate with the double jab. Hands of stone. Cheek is cut. You can see it's opening up now. Boy, that could be a factor later on. Good looking 2-punch combination there. Good job protecting himself. Halfway through this round, little head knocking with that right hand. Doubles up the jab. Hands of Stone's right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. Well off the mark by Hands of Stone. Oh, everybody will tell you, you can't get away with that. What a big, wide, sweeping whiff that was.
Well, you can get away with it if the guy doesn't want to throw back. But if this guy wants to start throwing back, then you're not getting away with it.
Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds. And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counterpunch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay. And he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
You got to land a big punch now. No doubt about it. You are losing this fight. You need to throw and land a big shot. Look at me. Knock this motherfucker out. You need to capitalize on his misses, okay? I want to see that.
It has been completely one-sided so far tonight, and he's in control as we start this round.
Nice work, nice work.
Good, clean shot. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. Hands of Stone. Look at that. Up off the deck and now in control. He scores a knockdown of his own.
And he turned it around because when his opponent scored the knockdown, he got a little careless, a little lazy.
Down he goes, but he's going to continue on, beating the count. He got him with a low blow right there, and the ref missed it. Boy, right on target with that double jab. He has his target. He lands a straight right. Nice work doubling up that jab. Halfway through round 6. How about that right hand by Hands of Stone? Now this is a byproduct of his energy level being low. He's desperate, so he ties up his opponent.
Well, this is part of being a fighter. This is part of being a pro.
Great work with the left hand. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Once again, he goes down. Can he survive this?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So he is able to get up to his feet after that knockdown. But, Teddy, it's what's ahead that's the problem.
Yeah, we're getting a peek right now into his heart, into his soul.
He just missed that shot up top. Good defensive skills. Final 10 seconds of the 6th round. Got that quick trigger, that little double jab there. Boom, boom. A well-timed right hand by Hands of Stone. Hands of Stone's in the position he wants to be in. Scored the knockdown, now back in the corner, resetting things. Solid uppercut. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Well, we've seen the complete opposite, Teddy. We've seen fighters that when they've been knocked down, they become desperate or they completely close the door and get overly cautious. This fighter's fighting the same way he's ever fought.
Yeah, and that's either going to be a good or a bad thing. That's the confidence that he's going to get it right, that he understands himself, that he's not going away from his game, from his fight, or he's going to pay an awful penalty for it because his opponent is going to pick up on that predictability, and he's going to keep banging him with the same reason.
Really good work right there, landing the 2 punches in sequence by Hands of Stone. And there he is scoring. He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. A quick, devastating hook by Hands of Stone. Oh, and there you go. Well, he's been there before, and now he's there again. He got floored.
He can't afford to keep going on that floor. You have to wonder when the referee's going to step in now and stop this.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And it's over. This fight is over. Hands of Stone's hand to be raised in victory. He scores the knockout here tonight. Everybody, glad you've made the decision to be with us. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore, and we're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to the Metro Manila Arena here in the Philippines for a much-anticipated main event. 10 rounds of middleweight action. A lot of talk heading into tonight's matchup. Everybody expecting this to be a great night of action.
All right, fellas, let's have a good, clean fight.
Touch him up and let's go.
First round underway in this scheduled 10-rounder. Well, don't expect him to stay away from the body for long. He has been talking all week long about his want to land those straight shots downstairs.
Well, his accountant's been telling him, go out there and invest in CDs. And that's what it's like. You go to the body.
A well-targeted right hand by Big. Black's work in training camp is now paying off. Do you see the accuracy and the effectiveness with that combination? Boom Boom's impressing the judges and himself with that right hand. We're underway here. We've been talking in the lead up to this fight about who has the advantage with the speed. Well, we know who that is. As for his opponent?
Well, his opponent's going to have to come up with something else. And what he's going to have to come up with is timing. You know, timing can negate speed.
How so?
Well, just making sure that before your opponent starts, you time him, you beat him to the mark. You're not as fast as him, but guess what? The good news, this is not a sprint. This is a boxing match. You can beat him to the mark. For all intents and purposes, you're faster.
Doubles up the jab to the head. That was a miss by Black. Showing you some defense there with the block. He got hit, but he sends it right back. And now he's targeting upstairs. Blocks that punch. Double jab upstairs. Here's a moment here as you see the step back counter punch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces him into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
Another flush shot to the head.
I need you to string your punches together. 3-4 punches at a time, okay? You understand? Now get close with the jab and follow up with 2 more punches.
You gotta watch the water.
You need to move your head, okay? Side to side. Lean to the...
Boom Boom's legs are just fine, thank you. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. Parries that punch intended for the head. And that had some fight to it, that right hand by Big. Good doubling up of the jab by Boom Boom. Very nice work to the head. The right hand landed. Black's got to deal with a cut on his cheek right now. The good news is it's below the eye, but still, it can get nasty as the fight progresses. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Good shot to the head with that right hand. Able to land another power shot early on here, Teddy. Does he have to worry about trying to keep up this pace? Solid. That is a big, big punch that just put him down.
And right now he's thinking about whether or not he wants to do this as a living.
So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
So this is where instincts kick in. You got to start moving that head automatically right now. You don't want to stay in the middle.
Black's got a little something coming back at him. A counter punch scored. Landing 2 jabs by Big. Clicks of the talk. And this round comes to an end. Well, he's back in the corner, which is critical in terms of trying to stop the bleeding on that cut. But it's also critical because they need to put forth a new defensive game plan.
Yeah, they have to make sure that they buy some time here and start moving their head, using their legs, tying up a little bit, doing anything to kill the clock and not get caught on that cut anymore.
Boom's got to hope that these 60 seconds are going to pay off for him here. Went down hard in that last round. He's got to gather himself because you know his opponent's going to come right after him when that bell rings. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Oh, a nice two-punch combo by Black. Big's coming up big here early on in the fight because he just showed his opponent, hey, listen, you got to be careful. I can counterpunch you.
No better way to slow down your opponent. You know, we know the other way you slow him down. You hit him right on the chin and you make him say, hey, I don't want to walk in. But when you make him miss and you counter, that slows him down too.
Good job.
Black's going to think about the next time he throws a punch because he just got hit by a good solid counter. You can see him timing that double jab to the head. Well targeted right hand by Big. He missed with that headshot. Flush right hand to the head. Look at that combination by Boom Boom. You know, boxing is a global sport. I think sometimes in North America we lose touch of that, but boxing is such a global sport, and every little region of the country defines its fighters differently, and the fighters are defined by where they come from. Yeah,
it really is. You know, sometimes if a fighter is from maybe a place where there's not many resources, then you're going to get a fighter who's a little cruder, and he's going to have to be more physical because, you know, he doesn't have the apparatuses in the gym where, you know, he can hit a double end ball or, you know, he can be inclined to be a little bit more technical. And I think that you're influenced by those kind of things, by the lacking of certain benefits in somebody's background or preparation.
And the round comes to an end.
Keep it up. That's it now. Nice work out there.
The beginning of round 4, a chance to look at the scorecards. And Teddy, you like what he's done so far early, a clean sweep of all 3 rounds.
Yeah, a couple of rounds were close, but on the inside, when both of them had their chance to separate a little bit, he was the one who made the right decision to punch.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Big. Boom Boom showing a little bit of a defensive shell, but Teddy, I'm seeing punches still getting through and splitting that guard.
Yeah, well, that's the problem, so when you put those earmuffs on, but you don't move your head. Some of them are going to get through, and just as importantly, you handcuff yourself, so your opponent is going to stay in there a little bit longer, knowing that nothing's coming back right away.
Nice job doubling up the jab by Boom Boom. Good effective work with that strength. Boom Boom's been stunned. Oh, he's hurt right there. Did you see that? And he goes down again. Will he get up from this?
2, 3, 4, 5.
Hard to prepare for a situation like this, but many do. He's been down, now he's got to survive.
So that's where you're wrong. It's not hard to prepare, it's a must to prepare. If you're a trainer, that's what you do in the gym. You teach a guy, if you're in this situation, this is what you do. You grab on, you move your head, you survive.
Well-placed, well-timed combo up top.
Cover up! Cover up! Double jab! Double jab!
Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counter-puncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
This has been a very entertaining fight. A little time to reflect here at the end of this round. My thoughts being this: I would really be surprised if we go to a decision here. It just has that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, it has a feel to me like going to one of those places where you can eat all the pasta you can for one price, you know? And some guys get carried away. They eat about 5 bowls. Well, these guys, they're going to have a stomachache at the end. Somebody is going to wind up not standing at the end.
Up top with the right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left. good jabs by Black. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Oh, he just ate a big uppercut right there. He had no idea it was coming his way. He does not look good at all. Two snapping jabs by Boom Boom. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. A shooting right hand by Boom Boom. He has walked through bullets, bazookas, and bombs, and he's still standing in there tonight, Teddy.
Yeah, this is a testament not just to the physical makeup. I know a lot of people at home are going to say, wow, what kind of bone does he have inside that chin? But it's his mind, too. He's making a choice, just like you do in life and other things. He's making a choice to deal with this. A lot of guys would have given in already.
Double jab by Boom Boom. Boom Boom's got to like where he's headed right now. Now, your scorecard still has him trailing, but he did win that last round.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, before it looked like he was just trying to, you know, negotiate with his opponent. Now negotiation is over. He's trying to just go through him. And for where he's at, I think that's the right attitude.
The start of the 6th round. Black's back to business right now. The entire first half of this fight completely went his way.
Nice work, nice work.
Boom Boom's got something to think about now. He just threw a punch and had one coming right back at him. His opponent scored well with the counter. Defense easily turns into offense. Blocks a blow, sends an uppercut. Black's landed a good, solid combination. Biggs being so very effective, punching in combination.
And that's what you want. He's got pretty good hand speed. Might as well use that hand speed. No better way to use it than putting them together.
Come on, kid, focus.
Boom Boom's putting forth that hard work. Black's tag, but solid. He just went down. The in-fighter went out, and now he went down.
Hey, it's okay to go out, but go out the side door. He went out the front door, and as you said, maybe he's paying the ultimate price.
1, 2, 3, 4. Stand up.
Black's able to get up. Teddy, I question, though, if he'll be able to go on. What does he have to do?
Well, he's got to know what to do, but what not to do. Don't use your legs. Don't try to move because that's the inclination. Get on your bicycle when you've been hurt. No, the bicycle's not there. You got flat tires. What you got to do is grab on the inside, clear your head.
Great work offensively, landing that combination by Big. Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. Black's throwing wide punches. If I'm standing opposite of that, I jump on it.
Yeah, well, if you're the fighter, that's where you have to be kind of like into a Kodak moment, where you take a picture and you say, okay, remember that, and the next time, bang, I'm going to take advantage.
And round 6 comes to an end. Now that he's back in the corner, we get a close-up look. Boom Boom's cut even looks worse.
And it's up to the fighter now, Joe, for his attitude not to change. You know, we can look at it and we can say, wow, that cut looks worse. The fans can look at it and say that. But the fighter must be steady, the same attitude, as though he doesn't have a cut. Otherwise, he has no chance of winning this fight.
1, 2 jabs up top. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Big. Good, solid double jab by Boom Boom.
Close the gap, champ. Come on, shorten it up. Keep moving, keep moving.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Black.
Relax.
Super two-punch combo by Boom Boom. At the halfway point of round 7, Boom Boom's missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. What an excellent two-punch combo by Boom Boom. Big's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away.
Keep moving, keep moving.
That is boxing 101. A nice, crisp combination by Boom Boom.
Keep your hands up, keep your hands up. Keep moving, keep moving.
Last 10 seconds. And he digs in with the jab, cutting down the tree there. Not able to land the headshot. And that's the end of round 7.
That's it. I need another round just like that, all right? You're doing fantastic. Just keep up the good work.
As we open up the action here in round number 8, we look at Teddy's scorecard. And I think this may surprise some people. This fight has tightened up. He was down early. It was a slow start, but now he's strung together a few rounds, and he's got it back where he needs it.
Well, that's the great thing. You know, that's the great thing about this sport. And that's why you see movie stars come, you see ball players come, you see everybody come to a big fight. Because they know in this sport on any given night, a guy with less could be the guy with more. He can make up his mind, I'm going to be the best. And he can make the playing field even, no matter what his talents are or aren't.
That was nice. He just drew the punch from his opponent, and then a good counter by Boom Boom.
Yeah, like running through the rain without getting wet. Beautiful.
Keep moving. Come on, kid. Focus.
Double jab by Black. Right back at him with a left hand.
He's tired. Yeah, champ, he's tired. Look at it. Keep moving. Keep moving.
Nice work blocking that, and then an uppercut of his own.
Inside. That's good.
Boom Boom's doing well here with that two-punch combination. Blocking a score. Clock counting down here in round number 8. 10 seconds to go.
Come on, come on.
We come to the end of this round. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Well, it's a very closely contested fight, isn't it?
Yeah, it has been, Joe, but it's going to be up now to the judges. Hopefully they have their eyes wide open because they're going to have to look really closely, not just at the action overall, but who's landed the cleaner, more effective punches.
Able to cover up that gut. Boom Boom's combination punching is just perfect there. 3 punches landing. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head.
Hey, come on now. Keep your feet moving. Come on now.
Blocks the headshot. Good flush double jab by Boom Boom. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Big. That was a left hand that came raining in on him. He does not look good right now. Expect him to clinch. Big stunned, and he cannot block this onslaught. Boom Boom's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch. I like that two-punch combo, Mike. That's a huge left he just scored. Big shot comes crashing home. He was able to get up and continue on last time. Now he goes down again. It's over. The fight is over. Black's night has ended early here. Unable to go the distance, he couldn't rise up and beat the count. That woke up the fans. Wow, did that wake up the fans. A fight that was assured of heading to the judges' scorecards. It ends by knockout.
That's why as a trainer, you like a fight that's close, that's closely contested. There's a little danger going on because then you know that your guy's going to stay alert. Here, there was no danger. He fell asleep, and now he is asleep.
I'm g.o.a.t. I'm g.o.a.t. alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Metro Manila Arena. We're here in the Philippines for our main event. They're underway, scheduled for 10 rounds tonight between these two. Shot comes in. It was in his scope, and he pulled the trigger with that straight shot, scoring the knockdown.
And he had a beautiful sight there.
Get up! 1, damn it! 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Get up! Get up! Get up!
So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
So one of the ways he survives is if he's been taught. Have good habits, have good fundamentals been put there. You're going to find out right now, he needs them right now.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Good double jab by Boom Boom. Comes right back with some offense of his own. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. They're not exactly getting to know each other. They're just beating the hell out of each other early on here.
Yeah, Joe, if this keeps up, they're both going to have headaches, and we're going to have one of the great fights to talk about.
Very accurate two-punch combo by Boom Boom. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Good step back counter punch. punch there. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by the Cooler. He returned fire right there, and it worked. What a big shot. Picture-perfect combination, and he is floored.
Well, the old-timers would say you can hit a guy with two. Why hit him with one?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So he goes down, but able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving, but if he survives, then he better figure out why he was put on the floor.
Now these two corners have to do their job after both men went out and gave everything they had. Both fighters getting tagged and hurt by the others.
Yeah, well, what you have to do now in the corner, Joe, what you're alluding to is you have to revitalize the fighter. Put some cold water on his head, on his neck, you know, get him ready for the next round and give him some good advice. Tell him how to get away from some of those shots.
That right hand is becoming a crutch. He can just lean on it now. A good counter punch by Boom Boom. Boom Boom's out to show everybody that he's fine. But we saw what happened in the last round. He was knocked down in that last round. Does he have to prove something to himself as well as proving something to everybody in this arena?
Well, that's the right question. So he's got to revisit his memory banks a little bit and know that he's already proven it to himself. He's been in this position before, so he has to regain that confidence and understand that he can deal with this. He's done it before.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round, Boom Boom's just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way. And now he scores well with a straight right. Double jab right to the face. Non-stop energy from both guys in this round. The final minute is here. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Back and forth they go, each man getting the best of it. Good return fire that time. Well, something's got to stick. He sends the combination to the body. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. So it's the end of the round. And as both men head back to their respective corners, Teddy, it brings up a good point that's many times not talked enough, but the culture of a corner and how guys conduct themselves. What was always your philosophy in organizing and running a corner?
Well, first of all, only one guy could be in charge. That's the trainer. You can't have too many cooks in the kitchen. It has to be organized like anything else. And you have to have calm people. You only have 1 minute. Maybe by the time the fighter gets back, maybe it's 50 seconds. So you have to be efficient. You can't have guys that are excited. They have to be able to control their emotions just like the fighter does on the outside. And everyone has to know what their job is.
The Cooler's so dangerous with that accuracy. A two-punch combination landing. A little head hunting with the right.
Defense, more defense.
The Cooler's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. Not one, but two. Good work with the jab up top. Boom Boom's defense is paying off now. And he returns on that exchange. Boom Boom's able to land a good, solid left hand. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. The Cooler's nailed by a hook. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Good job staying away from the danger there. The Cooler's putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. Big shot, and he goes down they have enough this time to rise up and continue on.
Let's go!
1, 2, 3, 4,
Hurry,
5.
get up!
Boom Booms put more action into these first 3 rounds than we've seen in most 12-round fights. Your scorecard at the start of round number 4. Remember, they've traded knockdowns. He's up 2 rounds to 1.
And he's using that information, that experience very well. He understands where he could be vulnerable, but he understands also where he has to exploit the weaknesses of his opponent.
If there was a baseball umpire around, he'd call that a strikeout by Boom Boom. The Cooler's sticking to his game plan, regardless of the fact that he's been down in this fight.
Yeah, and one threat you could compliment him for, Joe. You could say he understands who he is. He understands his identity. He's going to win or lose with that. But on the other hand, there are some changes he has to be aware of.
Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there are some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counter-punching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
A crushing 2-punch combo by Boom Boom. Scores with the combo to the head. Hits him in the mug with the right. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Two snapping jabs by Boom Boom. The Cooler swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent.
Move your head!
Comes right back at him with a left hand. A good 2-punch combo by Boom Boom.
Make your presence known. Assert yourself. Assert your punches.
Another round, and if it keeps up with the rest of them, it'll be closely contested and hard to score. Blocks away that headshot. There's another left hand from him. Boom Boom's favorite punch is the jab, and tonight he's loving it.
Well, the jab is the table setter, Joe, and he set a beautiful table tonight. Napkin on the left, you know, small fork on the left, knife on the right, and the food right in the middle. And he's eating all night.
You taking some English etiquette classes?
You getting hungry?
Keeping him honest with the double jab up top. Nice strike after catching one by the Cooler. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Nice jabs there by Boom Boom. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. How is he going to survive this? Once again, he hits the deck.
He's going to have to find a way.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
He's being dominated now. Yes, he got up from that knockdown, but this fight could be over at any moment. You got to think the referee's taking a look.
If he's a good ref, he is, but fighters have come back. As dismal as this looks, as bad as this looks, they have come back before.
10 seconds remaining, and now the ref gets involved and warns him for headbutting. And the round comes to an end. We did have a knockdown in that round. Now, Teddy, if you're in the corner where your man was down on the floor, what are you telling him?
Well, the first thing I do is I sit him down, I get water on the back of his neck. You know, I bring him to a sense, I make sure that he's clear and everything, and then I tell him why he got his backside put on that canvas so he can correct it, and he doesn't go out there and get caught again with the same punch.
The Cooler's got those earmuffs on, and he's got his hands tight against his body, but Teddy, still, some things are getting through.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like driving a car, Joe, you know, and the weather's a little bad, and you say, I want to be safe here.
Solid right hand lands. Clearly hurt, but holding on.
He's hugging him like he just got home for Christmas.
Sending more than one at him now, the combo to the head. How about that left hand? Not able to connect with the uppercut. That's a forceful two-punch combo. Oh! That was a big shot that floored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox. His sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I give him a lot of credit for even getting up from that knockdown, but he still has to impress and move forward here.
Yeah, I applaud him. I give him credit, but I also recognize that he's in good shape. That's one of the reasons he got up.
He missed by a mile. That wasn't even close by Boom Boom. The Cooler's inconsistencies are really showing up now. At times he has shown defense tonight. Other times, with what we've seen recently, he's getting hit by the left hand.
Yeah, what he has to do is now make the adjustment.
Goes up top with the right hand. End of that round, and what I take away from it is that he has a great grasp of what the judges look for. Good, clean, effective punching has him in control.
Well, that's what happens when you have a good amateur background where you're real calm. That's your office. You're able to see things. You don't see one way to hit a guy, not even two. You see 4 or 5 ways to hit a guy with the same punch, and he's showing that right now.
Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand.
Yeah. Work the body, kid. Body.
Good double jab by Boom Boom. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by the Cooler. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand.
You're still not moving. Come on, kid.
Right to the head with that right. Boom Boom's got a real acquired skill here, and that is the ability to pick your shots and land them.
So you hear the saying when people say, do you know what time it is? You have to know what time it is. He knows what time it is. He knows when to throw a certain punch.
Good exchange. He fires back. Right on the mark. Double jab. Boom Boom's not just loading up. He's landing combination punches like he did right there. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut.
Listen, you need to move your head side to side, okay? I want to see that head move more. I want you to bang the head and the body, all right? Up.
As we begin round number 8 here, it's clear cut who's got the lead. He's been up since the opening bell on your scorecard, Teddy.
Well, look, I don't like to knock or in any way make fun of any fight. Anybody who can climb up those steps, get in the ring, they're a special person. But somebody needs to tell him it's okay to move your head once in a while.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by the Cooler. You know, it's one big shot he just scored with. And once again, he goes down. The question is, can he rise up again?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
Very nice work with the double jab up top. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. And just like that, things turn around. A back-and-forth round. Both men have been rocked.
This is what boxing's about. This is what battle is about. This is what human spirit is all about.
Doubling up the jab by Boom Boom. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there.
Keep doing what's good.
Good doubling up of the jab by Boom Boom.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by the Cooler. Boom Boom's speed, to me, Teddy, is clearly the biggest difference we've seen so far tonight.
Yeah, but there's ways to take away speed. One is to go downstairs to the body and start to discourage the guy a little bit. You know, take some of the air out of those sails.
Now he's putting his punches together, the combination upstairs. And that's the end of round 8. Boom Boom's in position right now to really bring home a good victory. He's up on the punch stats. He's up on your scorecard. This is his fight.
Yeah, we just hope that the judges, and you never know that. That's one thing that sometimes can really disappoint you in this business. You hope the judges see it that way, because I can't see it any other way.
Well timed by Boom Boom. He took a step back, landed the counterpunch.
Exactly what he wanted to do.
Boom Boom's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. The Cooler's punch didn't come close. He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Scored well upstairs with the right hand. The Cooler's opponent's probably looking at him right now saying, wow, you're not changing anything up. You know, he got to him moments ago. Now he's got the same style that he's looking at again.
Yeah, but he got to him moments ago. Got to him one time. I think right now.
Oh, what a left hand.
Hold on to him.
You can tell he's just looking to survive. The Cooler's holding his opponent right now, just hugging him.
Yeah, he's doing what he has to do. Look, they work on this in the gym, Joe. We look at all the things where you work on the pads, you work on the heavy bag, putting punches together, but you work on this, on moments when you're in trouble and when you have to survive.
Well-placed counterpunch by Boom Boom. There is hardly a doubt as to what this result will be. I know anything can happen, but all that's happened all night long is one guy punishing the other.
Well, he looks like Kobe Bryant on a good night when that basket is 20 feet big. I mean, he just can't miss.
They've come this far, now only one round to go. 10th round upon us.
Keep
The Cooler's combination punching is working well here. Blocks it away. He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it. The Cooler's leaving himself wide open there. You just can't do that.
Well, you can do it, but you're going to get paid. You're going to eat some leather. You're going to get punched in the mouth. That's going to happen.
Good combination. Big shot there. From absolutely out of nowhere to now on top of the world. He just floored him with that punch.
Short one, maybe 6 inches.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
And it's over. Look at this. Boom, booms, bombs away, worked again. Knockout victory for him. That's what you want to see, a guy who can close the show and finish with style. He ends up a knockout victor tonight.
And that's what his trainer wanted. His trainer was even telling him, step it up a little bit because he...
Hi, everybody. So glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the State Palace Theater, great venue here in New Orleans, for our main event of the evening. 10 rounds of heavyweights, and now the time has come.
Here we go. Talk smart.
All the talk, all the hype, now the fight. Round 1 scheduled for 10. I think one of the keys tonight, Teddy, could be that jab to the body. We've seen in recent fights how much more he can get off if he can establish that.
And it's the beginning. It's not the end. What I mean by that, yeah, you jab to the body, you get a little contact. But what it's really meant to do is set up later on a shot upstairs.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. He scored well after being hit himself. Allen's landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. What does the jab offer him here?
Victory.
It's as simple as that.
It sure is.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Halfway through round number 1. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with his counterpunching. Very nice work there. Jab, uppercut.
Keep your hands up.
Good right hand. Another huge shot comes in early on in this fight from him.
Well, he understood that his opponent, Joe, was a slow starter. He's jumping right on him, taking advantage.
And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. Teddy, if I put two fighters in front of you and said you can train, both of these guys have equal talent, but you can train the lefty or you can train the righty, who would you pick?
Well, usually the lefty has a little advantage because you haven't seen them too often. And that's always going to be something that's going to really serve them a little bit. But they might not have an advantage in the business end.
That's a big right hand there. Wow, saved by the bell. That's like something out of a movie here.
Yeah, except nobody's coming in there and saying cut. You know, he has to keep going here. Right now, the only thing he knows is he's got flashbulbs going off in his head.
Relax. Relax. You're doing great. Keep the pressure on him. Keep it on him. No need to get excited. You're doing fine.
Allen's opponent is not seeing the damaged goods he was opposite of in the last round. This is a different fighter starting this round right here. And he's able to put his punches together. That's a nice looking combo.
Well, that's the benefit of 2 and 3 instead of 1.
Allen's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Well-targeted left hand by Allen. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Allen. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. Teddy, you saw that coming. You said he was waiting for that.
Yeah, what he was doing was he was just pulling that shoulder back a little bit. Trying to throw that right hand, pull that shoulder back, be a ghost a little bit. Disappear on him, come back with the right hand.
1, 2 jabs. Halfway through round number 2.
You're still not moving enough. Move, move!
Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Teddy, among the things that we're going to key in on here early on in this fight is the ability to go to the body.
Very important, because what it does is stops the ability of your opponent to defend the headshot. Takes away some of that head movement.
Able to block and counter back. Combination to the head. Allen's blocking ability is doing well for him there. Allen's making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. Allen's proving that he's here to fight. Just look at the punch stats.
It's going to happen. You're going to catch it. You're going to catch it.
don't want you to slug it out with this guy, all right? Keep your range. Yeah, right, okay? You need to mix your punches up. Throw more punches to the body.
And round number 3 is underway. You see the accuracy now with that double jab up top. Allen's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is the block. He did it there well. Good block there by Allen. Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counter punch.
Looked like the will of the wisps, the old great Willie Pep. Made him miss, made him pay.
He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. Little double jab to the head. Scores well to the head with the right hand. He gets off with a combination up top. Allen's opponent landing an effective counter punch right there. Flush shot, the left hand came in. Right to the belt line. Allen's combination punching working out well there. He landed 3 solid shots. Overhand right can be so effective. Wow, is he defensively sound. Doubles up the jab. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Doubles up the jab to the head. 3 minutes gone by in this round.
Nice work, kid. Good job in that round. You have to start.
Throw punches, okay? Don't walk into him without throwing a punch. Okay. Relax. Take a deep breath.
Allen's out in front as we take a look at Teddy's scorecard for the first time tonight, but they're still in a mode of just feeling each other out. Neither man has taken control of this bout so far. Teddy, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counterpunch opportunities, because he's got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
Nice work, great technique. The combo lands. Little head hunting with the left. Little head knocking with that right hand. Accurate with the straight left. Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. Double jab upstairs. There's a nice left hand able to get in. Fires right back at him. He's committed to the combination punching now, and it's working out well up top. Nowhere close, that punch by Allen. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments.
Keep your distance.
Wow! Oh, an explosive headshot there. He is down. gets up after that punch put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
Well-placed double jab. Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking a shot. And now he's targeting upstairs. Well, as that round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. And Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear-cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. You know, he's spending with both hands. You know, when he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pockets. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the gas tank, and it's probably not going to a decision.
Jab, jab, right. Nice and relaxed. You're in control, all right? Got that? You're in control.
He's got to find a way to get through the early goings here of this round. Remember last round, he went down. He was on the canvas.
Now, look, he wants to tie his opponent up. That's the best way to get through it right now. But what he doesn't want to do, Joe, is to reach in there, you know, reach out to grab his guy, and then he leaves himself open. He's got to make sure that his opponent's close enough where he goes to grab him, he's not exposing himself to get dropped again.
Allen's doing a really nice job here. I mean, putting his punches together. This is what you're supposed to look like as an offensive fighter.
Yes, it is, especially when you have a guy in front of you putting the earmuffs on. You know, you cover up the way that his opponent is. You're supposed to put him together. One or two.
He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor, and banging away he goes. This is going to take some guts to get up from this. Once again, he goes down.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Down he goes, now up he gets.
And if he wants to stay up, he's going to have to grab on, kill a little time.
Good effective shot, firing back after getting hit. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Combo lands to the head.
Keep working the body.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Allen. And another jab comes in. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. All right. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. There it is. Wow, he goes down again.
This is going to be called the elevator fight. Up and down all night.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Hurry.
End of the round here, and it's all over. Allen's in prime form. Power surge here. Knockout winner. Now that's how you end a fight right there. Yes, he was controlling throughout, but he made a good, clean finish with the knockout.
Yeah, as a trainer, you want to know.